The night the first snow fell, I returned to the little town that once felt too small for the size of my dreams. The sky glimmered with soft white sparks, drifting down like secret messages from a world that still believed in miracles. Every Christmas light along the street hummed with a low warm glow and old rockabilly Christmas tunes. Pulse through the speakers of the festival stage, I told myself I was only here to visit family, but the truth beat louder inside me. I came back because every December since I left felt unfinished without you. I walked past the skating rink where we used to race until we collapsed, laughing on the cold ground, pretending the stars were ours. I could almost hear your voice echoing between the trees where we carved our initials into frozen bark. The winter we promised to stay fearless forever. I stopped near the fire pit where crowds gathered for cocoa, and I felt the heat touch my face the same way your hands used to. A memory flared up out of nowhere of the night. You waited for me beneath the town wreath, expecting an answer. I never gave the weight of the moment returned heavy and bright, pulsing through my chest like a drum beat, calling me back where the story broke. Call me home with the bright lights, baby. Call me home with the sound of your name in the snow. I keep hearing it ring like a holiday chorus that refuses to fade away. If Christmas is a lesson in second chances, then I want mine with you tonight. Call me home, call me home. I am ready to believe again. The festival was swelling with music, stand-up bass jumping like a heartbeat, and a guitar riff slicing through the cold air. With the warm spark, the crowd swayed in loose circles, and families cheered while kids tossed glittery snow into the sky. I moved through the noise, feeling like a single melody, waiting for the right harmony to appear. And then suddenly there you were, standing near the stage, your breath lifting in white ribbons, and your eyes glowing with that familiar quiet fire. Time stuttered around us like a record, catching on a perfect note. You looked at me as if you knew this moment was coming all along. Call me home with the bright lights, baby. Call me home with the sound of your name in the snow. I keep hearing it ring like a holiday chorus that refuses to fade away. If Christmas is a lesson in second chances, then I want mine with you tonight. Call me home, call me home. I am ready to believe again. You walked toward me, the music swelling behind you like a wave ready to crash into my chest. You said you hoped this year would finally bring clarity, because every December without me felt like a story left open. I told you I love chasing something shiny, only to realize the real glow came from the way you said my name under strings of winter lights. Snowflakes landed in your hair and melted instantly, like they were never meant to stay anywhere but near you. I stepped closer and the world softened into a hush, a spotlight of silence, as if the universe held its breath, waiting for the answer I owed you. Call me home with the bright lights, baby. Call me home with the sound of your name in the snow. I keep hearing it ring like a holiday chorus that refuses to fade away. If Christmas is a lesson in second chances, then I want mine with you tonight. Call me home, call me home. I am ready to believe again. The first snowfall of December was drifting slow over Avalon Road, when I stepped out of the cab and felt the world lean into something bright and strange and beautifully familiar. The town square sparkled like a living postcard, and every window flickered with warm gold, reminding me of the nights we used to slip out and chase the music rising from the holiday fair. I could almost hear you whispering in my ear, the way you did when we were young, telling me Christmas is a compass, and every light is meant to lead you home. For a moment I believed the night might open the same doorway it once did, that magical winter when everything we felt burned louder than the bells above our heads. Avalon Christmas, pull me into your glow. you took. Sent the whole square cheering. You said Christmas is not about presents, it's about presents. And then you pressed my hand against your heart and told me to remember the beat for the rest of my life. I did, I still do. And tonight that same beat rose again, as if calling me through time to finish a sentence that was never complete. Avalon Christmas, pull me into your glow. Avalon Christmas, lead me where I need to go. If this night is listening, let it carry my voice through the snow. Avalon Christmas, tell her my heart still knows. Then through the crowd I saw a silhouette standing by the magnolia tree that somehow kept blooming even in winter. The figure moved with the same quiet confidence, the same soft tilt of the head that once made my world tilt with it. My breath caught as the lights brightened and revealed your face framed by the snow, like a memory deciding to return in real time. You looked at me as if no years had passed, and the noise around us faded until all I could hear was the echo of our unfinished story. You said you came back to see if the magic was still here, and I said I came back because nothing else ever felt as real. The music swelled behind us and the crowd began to cheer, as if sensing the moment they had been waiting for. Your smile unfolded slow and tender, and the entire square lit up like the universe was clapping for us. You stepped closer until the cold vanished, and your hands found mine like they had never left. In that instant, everything sharpened and softened all at once, and I knew the night was handing us a second chance, wrapped in winter light. Avalon Christmas, keep us in your glow. Avalon Christmas, let our story grow. If this world is watching, let it witness the truth we both know. Avalon Christmas, love always finds its way home. We walked beneath the garlands and bright strings of color, listening to the band ride the rhythm into a joyful frenzy, like the whole town was pulsing with belief. Every step felt like a page turning back to the future we once imagined, and the snow swirled around us like a promise made visible. I told you I'd never stop carrying your name in the quiet spaces, and you said you never stopped hoping this night would bring us back into the same breath. The lights dimmed to a soft shimmer, and the sky opened wide with falling white that looked like stardust choosing us. Avalon Christmas, hold us through the night. Avalon Christmas, keep our hearts burning bright. If the stars are listening, let them write our love in their glow. Avalon Christmas, forever tell the world we know. And as the bells rang for the final time that evening, you rested your head on my shoulder and whispered that sometimes the miracle is simply returning to the place where the truth first found you. I closed my eyes and felt the warmth of it all, the music, the lights, the hope, the years folding softly together. We stood there wrapped in the glow of everything we ever were, and everything we could still become, as the crowd cheered and the snow settled around us like a gentle promise that the story was never over. Avalon Christmas, forever in the snow. Avalon Christmas, forever in our glow. tiny fireworks as my train pulls into the old station. And for a moment I wonder if the town will even remember me. But the second I step off the platform, I hear that warm rockabilly rhythm pouring from the holiday parade, drifting down Main Street like a heartbeat calling me home. I walk toward the lights, feeling the cold sting my cheeks, and the music growing louder with every step, until the crowd parts just enough for me to see you standing beneath the giant Christmas star, laughing with a glow that feels exactly the same as the night I left. My chest tightens in a way I thought I had outgrown. You turn your head, and when our eyes lock, the whole world seems to inhale. The brass band hits a bright chord, and in a flash I realize I came back for more than memory. I came back for you, yeah. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every beat of this town is the rhythm I once knew, yeah. Baby, it is Christmas again, and the snow keeps leading me through. Every light in the winter sky pulls me closer to you. I keep falling back to you. You walk towards me slowly, weaving through dancers and children bundled in scarves. And the closer you get, the harder it is to breathe. You whisper you came back, and the sound fits into me like a missing note. I try to respond, but the words tangle in my throat, until all I can manage is I never stop thinking of you. You smile with that soft disbelief you used to wear when I made impossible promises. And suddenly the brass picks up tempo, and someone pulls us toward the center of the parade, where the street glows with candy-colored bulbs. You take my hand without hesitation, and the world spins as we dance to the upbeat swing of the drums. The snow swirls around us like 1,000 tiny spotlights. People cheer as if they have been waiting years for us to collide again. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every move we make feels like something overdue, yeah. Baby, it is Christmas again, and the music feels brand new. Every chorus in my heart is just echoing you. I keep falling back to you. We slip away from the parade into the quiet side streets, where the world is softer and the snow muffles every sound except your voice. You tell me about the winters I miss, the traditions they kept alive that I used to tease you about, and the nights you walk past the station wondering if I would return. I listen to every word like it is sacred. The wind picks up and you lean closer for warmth, but I can feel your heartbeat through your coat, and it pulls something deep inside me wide open. I confess that the world never felt right without this place, without you, without the pieces of myself I left scattered like broken ornaments. You stop walking and look at me with a conviction that feels like truth. You say some things are meant to find their way back, and it hits me so hard, I swear the sky bright. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every promise I feared to make is finally coming true, yeah. Baby, it is Christmas again, and my heart already knew. Every road I took alone was leading back to you. I keep falling back to you. We reach the old bridge by the frozen river, where lanterns hang from the railing, casting golden halos on the ice. You brush snow from my hair like it is the most natural thing in the world, and the moment freezes in time. I tell you I was scared to return, because I thought too much had changed. But you shake your head and step closer, until the warmth of your breath mixes with mine. You whisper, I never stopped hoping you would come home. And everything in me breaks open like a sunrise. I take your face in my hands and kiss you slowly, as the lantern light flickers across the river, and the world dissolves into warmth and clarity, and the soft hum of distant carols drifting from town. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every wish I never made feels like it finally grew, yeah. Baby, it is Christmas again, and the night is shining through. Every moment in my life whisper I am home. And for the first time since I left you, whisper welcome back. And the world feels whole again. Baby, it's Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Baby, it's Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. And I think I always will. Pieces of applause when I stepped onto Holly Street and the whole town glowed, as if the lights were breathing with me. The air carried a warm hum from the holiday fair, and every sound felt familiar like echoes from a life I held in my hands once before. I walked past the carousel where we used to race each other, laughing until our breath filled the winter air, and you would whisper that Christmas holds the brightest truth. When the world feels the darkest, tonight that truth shimmered around me like a promise. Waking up, the bakery windows glowed with sweet cinnamon fog, and each warm flicker flip tugged at a memory of you spinning in your silver skirt, twirling your scarf like a comet streaking across the cold sky. I could almost hear your voice telling me to stop running from the things that still burn inside my chest. Holly Street Christmas, bring me back to her light. Holly Street Christmas, guide me through this night. If the stars are listening, let them echo this plea. I will find her in the glow, even if it breaks me free. Holly Street Christmas, keep turning your magic bright. I pressed forward as the band near the fountain began, tuning their guitars, plucking rockabilly chords sharp enough to shake the snow from the trees. The rhythm pulsed through the ground and up my spine like a forgotten heartbeat, awakening, and suddenly I remembered how you danced that night under the lantern, swirling to the same beat with the whole world watching, as if the music had chosen you. I remembered how you grabbed my hand mid-spin and shouted that joy counts more when you choose it, even if it scares you. I did not choose it that night. I hesitated, and hesitate became distance, distance became silence. But every Christmas since then your voice returned in echoes that refuse to fade. Holly Street Christmas, bring me back to her light. Holly Street Christmas, guide me through this night. If the stars are listening, let them echo this plea. I will find her in the glow, even if it breaks me free. Holly Street Christmas, keep turning your magic bright. The crowd thickened near the old magnolia tree, where we carved our initials into the bark like two kids trying to freeze time. The lights hanging above it flickered golden and bright white until the night felt electric. And then I saw a shape beneath the branches, a silhouette so familiar that my breath left me in one sharp rush. You stood still as if the world had paused for you alone. And when the lights caught your face, everything inside me broke and rebuilt itself at the same time. Your eyes held warm astonishment and something deeper, like you had been hoping for this moment even longer than I had. You stepped forward and the snow parted around you like I knew the scene unfolding mattered more than the cold. You said you kept coming back here every Christmas, waiting for a sign, waiting for a heartbeat that matched your own, waiting for the one moment brave enough to rewrite the story we never finished. My hands trembled when I reached for you, but yours were steady, calm, painting warmth up my arms until the whole square felt brighter. The band kicked into a roaring holiday, rockabilly rockabilly riff and the crowd burst into cheers that lifted the sky. You smiled with that familiar spark that once made the world tilt in the best way. And suddenly everything was motion, music, color, hope. You pulled me close and we started moving with the rhythm like our bodies remembered the dance. Even after the years between us, people clapped to the beats, no spun around us like glitter shaking from the heavens. And for the first time since I lost you, I felt whole again. Holly Street Christmas, keep us wrapped in this glow. Holly Street Christmas, let our story finally grow. If the universe is listening, let it echo this truth. Love returns like a miracle when the heart says so. Holly Street Christmas, forever in the soft falling snow. We drifted into the center of the crowd, hands locked, hearts pounding as the lights pulse red gold right around us. You whispered that maybe some miracles wait until the right night to arrive, and I whispered that I was done running from joy, especially if joy was you. The snow thickened into a curtain of silver, soft and glowing, and for a moment the whole world felt suspended, like the universe wanted us to breathe in sync. Holly Street Christmas, hold us through the night. Holly Street Christmas, keep our future burning bright. And as the bells rang midnight across the rooftops, we stood within the glow, knowing the miracle had chosen us, knowing the story was alive again, knowing that this Christmas our hearts finally came home. The city shined like a million tiny heartbeats when I stepped on the main street and felt December breathe against my skin. Neon halos wrapped the rooftops and every window glimmered like a memory waiting to return. I kept hearing your laugh in the curve of the night, like the street itself was reminding me what I lost and what I still hope to find. I followed the glow of the old record store, where we used to dance between aisles, pretending the world was soft enough for dreams to land. And somehow the cold air carried your name like a melody bending around every corner, calling me back to where our story began. Snowlight City Christmas, take me home again. Snowlight City Christmas, where every wish is a second chance. If the night is listening, let it echo my vow. I will find the love I lost somehow. Snowlight City Christmas, keep ringing in magnolia lights, slow and soft like a dream deciding to return. My breath faltered because the shape moved just like you. Gentle shoulders, steady stride, and all the gravity that used to pull me in without warning. I stepped closer, the world shrinking into a single fragile hope. And when the shadows broke, you turned with that familiar spark blooming in your eyes. Time cracked open like a present unwrapped too fast, and every heartbeat in the city seemed to lean in and listen. You whispered, I thought you forgot me, and I swore I never could. Not in this life, not in any world where Christmas still carries music in its bones. Your hands on mine, and everything I had been chasing finally settled into place like snow landing softly on a windowsill. The choir at the square rose in perfect harmony, and for a moment the entire city glowed like it had been waiting for us to rewrite our ending. Snowlight City Christmas, hold us close tonight. Snowlight City Christmas, let our hearts ignite. If the world is watching, let it witness this truth. Every lost road leads me back to you. Snowlight City Christmas, keep ringing in our veins. Snowlight City Christmas, love remains, love remains. We walked together under the shimmering sky, and each step felt like a promise delivered right on time. The night folded around us, warm and bright and full of second chances, and the city moved like a living lullaby, guiding us forward, one gentle note at a time. And as the snowfall deepened and the bells faded slow, I realized that all along the miracle I wanted was simply to find you again, in the glow. Snowlight City Christmas, forever in our name and forever in our flame. Snowlight City Christmas, forever in our name and forever in flame. Snow was drifting like silver dust along the edges of Evergreen Avenue. The night I heard the rockabilly guitar spark to life inside the corner diner, and the sound cut through the cold like a memory calling my name from somewhere I thought I had lost. I stepped into the glow of Christmas lights shimmering against frosted windows, and the air tasted like cinnamon dreams and second chances. And there you were, leaning against the jukebox, laughing at something new. Your Beyonce said, your voice rising into the room like warm blooming through winter air. I froze the sight because it felt like the world had been quietly waiting for this exact collision, for this exact breath, where time folds in and gives you one moment that changes the rest. You saw me and your smile softened into something fragile and fearless all at once, and I realized my heart had been running towards you long before my feet ever stepped through the door. The music swelled and sleigh bells chimed over the steady slap of the upright bass, and you walked toward me with that slow measured grace that made everything else blur into background snow. You said you didn't expect to see me again, and I told you I had spent every December searching for a feeling I couldn't name until this one. The room hummed like it understood us, and then the chorus rose inside me, and I let it spill into the air. Hold on to this night, hold on to this flame. Every little heartbeat in the falling snow is calling out our names. Hold on to this night, hold on to this flame. Every whisper in the winter wind is telling us nothing stays walked outside into the thickening snowfall, where the street lamps cast halos in the air, and the town sounded like distant bells tuning the sky. You reached for my hand, and your touch melted a fear I had carried for years, and suddenly the world felt simple again. Like the kind of simple that only shows up in old holiday movies and real life miracles. We stood there breathing clouds of warmth into the night, and I could feel the future shifting beneath our feet. Hold on to this night, hold on to this flame. Every little heartbeat in the falling snow is calling out our names. Hold on to this night, hold on to this flame. Every whisper in the winter wind is telling us nothing stays the same. You told me stories you had never said out loud, about dreams you were afraid to chase, and memories you wished you could rewrite. And the whole time your voice shook just enough to reveal the truth beneath the words. I listened and felt something inside me anchor, because vulnerability has a rhythm of its own, and yours match mine like a harmony waiting to be sung. The church bells downtown ring midnight, and the sound rolled across the streets like a promise, and you leaned close enough for me to feel your breath warm against the winter air. I told you that whatever we lost before, tonight we could build again, and your eyes filled with the light that made the whole avenue feel reborn. We moved closer until there was no space left for doubt, and the snowfall wrapped around us like a curtain closing on the past, and opening on the scene we had been afraid to enter. The music from the diner drifted through the door, and the final refrain rose with it like it had been written for us long before we arrived. Hold on to this night, hold on to this flame. Every little heartbeat in the falling snow is calling out our names. Hold on to this night, hold on to this flame. Every whisper in the winter wind is telling us nothing stays the same. And as the snow deepened around our footprints, we stood still in the glow of a moment that felt timeless, because some stories are born in winter but live forever in the echo of the heartbeats that created them. The night the holiday parade returned to town, the air felt brighter than the lights strung across every rooftop. Snow drifted in soft slow spirals, and guitars from the festival stage echoed down the street with that warm rockabilly pulse that always made December feel alive. I stepped onto Main Street, breathing in the crisp winter air, and every scent from caramel popcorn to pine needles snapped open memories I thought I had tucked away. I told myself I was only here to watch the parade, but the truth thudded in my chest with every beat of the music. I was hoping I might see you again. I passed the clock tower where we used to race, the final chime of the night, collapsing into laughter when the world felt small enough to fit in our hands. I walked by the frozen fountain where we carved promises into fresh snow and believed every word. Each corner I turned carried echoes of us drifting like distant bells calling me back. I remember the last time we stood under the giant wreath, when you asked what I wanted from you, and I hesitated. The silence that followed cracked the winter open, and we both slipped into different directions. Tonight the weight of that moment pressed against my ribs like a truth that refused to be quiet. Take me back to the light show, baby, take me back to the place where we got lost in something real. Your name keeps ringing through December like a chorus that never stops repeating. If Christmas means letting your heart speak louder than your fear, then hear mine tonight. Take me back, I am ready to feel it all again. The parade rolled in with drums that shook the snow from the trees, and dancers dressed in red and gold swirling like fire through the cold. Kids lined the sidewalks with cocoa in their hands, eyes glowing like they were seeing magic for the first time. The whole town moved in rhythm, and my heartbeat moved with it until the crowd shifted just enough for me to see a familiar figure near the tree. You standing there with your scarf tucked close and your eyes following the lights drifting above the street. My breath tangled in the air, and for a moment everything blurred except the shape of you against the glow. Take me back to the light show, baby, take me back to the place where we got lost in something place where we got lost in something real. Your name keeps ringing through December like a chorus that never stops repeating. If Christmas means letting your heart speak louder than your fear, then hear mine tonight. Take me back, I am ready for forever.
The night was quiet when the first bell rang, and I felt the memory pulling me home again. Streetlights shimmered like a silver parade, and the world looked younger than the time we had made it. I walked past the old magnolia tree where you once whispered Christmas belongs to the brave and free. The air carried echoes of the songs we knew, and I swear that the sky turned warmer thinking of you. Then the midnight bells started calling my name. Every sound felt like a spark in my veins. I could feel the rhythm rising inside like a rockabilly heartbeat I could never hide. So I kept walking steady through the frosted glow, chasing every shadow of the love I let go. And I prayed for a sign that the night might send, because everyone knows Christmas finds its way back again. Bring me back to the firelight where you danced in a coat 2 sizes too small, lifting your feet like the floor was ice and the world was ours to hold through it all. Bring me back to the laughter that we lost when the days grew long and the nights turned cold. Bring me back to the promise that we swore we would never let go, no matter how we grew old. Oh, midnight bells keep ringing for me tonight. Night bells keep pulling me into the light. If the world is listening, let it hear me say I will find you in the snow. No matter how far away. Midnight bells keep writing our song again. Midnight bells keep telling me this is not the end. A choir rose somewhere down the avenue, and the notes fell soft like December truth. I closed my eyes and felt you near, like a warm breath melting every doubt and fear. The seasons change and the crowds move on, but a real love always returns in a Christmas song. I heard your voice in the echo of the passing train, singing, hold on tight, I am on my way. So I ran through the glow of the candlelit street, past the shop where you taught me how faith can be sweet. And above every rooftop the stars aligned like they had waited all year for this moment in time. My heart beat louder than the rolling drums, and the night opened wide for whatever may come. I whispered to the wind, let our story unfold, and let the world watch the magic we hold. Yeah, midnight bells keep ringing for me tonight. Mid bells keep pulling me into the light. If the world is listening, let it hear me say I will find you in the snow. No matter how far away. Midnight bells keep writing our song again. Night bells keep telling me this is not the end. Then I saw you standing where the snowfall glows, wrapped in a halo the winter bestows. Every step toward you felt like fate reborn, and every breath warmer than a
Christmas morn. We smiled with a softness that could quiet the storm, and the world turned bright in a single form. No years between us, no tears to recall, just the truth that love had conquered it all. You said the bells led me here to you, and I knew it was real. I knew it was true, so let the night remember what our hearts now know, that every lost soul finds its way in the magnolia snow. And if the world needs a miracle, let this be the one, where we rise again before the rising sun. Oh, midnight bells keep ringing for us tonight. Midnight bells keep lifting our story to the light. If the world is listening, let it hear us say we will love through every win and oh. Midnight bells keep writing our song again. Midnight bells keep finding me this longing. And as the last bell faded in the distant glow, we walked hand in hand through the magnolia snow. Christmas was ours again, and the world seemed small, and the night gave us back what we thought we had lost after all. The choir sang softly as the stars leaned low, and our love lit the street like a holiday show. And the whole world felt new in the winter air, where every step whispered, we are finally there. The snow started falling just as I turned on the main street, and the whole town felt like a living postcard, glowing under strings of golden lights. Music from the festival stage filled the air with that upbeat rockabilly pulse that made hearts beat faster and memories feel alive. I told myself I was just here for the holiday fair, but every step pulled me towards something I had been avoiding for years. Every flicker of light seemed to whisper your name, and I knew I was looking for you. I passed the bakery where we used to steal tiny bites of cinnamon rolls and laugh when the frosting stuck to our noses. The scent of sugar and pine cut through the cold air and transported me back to December nights when the world felt small enough for just the two of us. I remember the last time we stood under the big reef by the fountain. I hesitated, and you asked me what I wanted, and I froze. The silence between us stretched longer than the winter nights, and you walked away without looking back. Tonight I could still feel that space aching in my chest, and I realized I had never truly forgiven myself. Bring me back to the firelight, baby, bring me back to the place where we lost our way. Your name keeps ringing through the snow like a song that refuses to fade. If Christmas is about second chances, then hear my heart tonight. Bring me back, bring me back. I am ready to hold you close again.
Snow falling like tiny sparks around us, and you looked at me like you had been waiting. You asked softly if I had really come back, if I had really been thinking about you all this time. My voice trembled as I said I had, and that leaving was the biggest mistake I ever made. I told you I loved you and that I would never run again. The wind carried our words into the night, blending with the music and the sparkle of lights. You reached for my hand and the warmth of your touch erased all the years we had spent apart. Bring me back to the firelight, baby, bring me back to the place where we lost our way. Your name keeps ringing through the snow like a song that refuses to fade. If Christmas is about second chances, then hear my heart tonight. Bring me back, bring me back. I am yours tonight and every night after. The band played the final chord and the crowd cheered, but the only sound I heard was the beat of your heart in my hand. The town tree flickered behind you, golden red and green, reflecting the beginning of something new. I whispered that I was staying, not just for tonight, but for every morning after. You smiled, the kind of smile that made winter warm, and leaned into me. Snowflakes brushed our cheeks, and the lights above promised that this time we would not let go. The world felt complete, and the season felt endless, wrapped in music, laughter, and the magic of finally coming home. Bring me back to the firelight, baby, bring me back to the place where we lost our way. Your name keeps ringing through the snow like a song that refuses to fade. If Christmas is about second chances, then hear my heart tonight. Bring me back, bring me back. I am yours tonight and every night after. Snow drifted in, slow circle over Candlelight Square, like the night was stirring up a memory too powerful to stay. Buried in the whole town, shimmered the way it only does when December breezes magic across the street. I stepped out of the cab and felt the hum of the city move through me like an old song waking up. And suddenly I could hear your voice in the back of my mind, soft, warm, familiar, as if you had been waiting at the edge of every light. I walked past the bakery windows glowing with gold and sugar haze, and the scent wrapped itself around me, the same way your laughter used to when you danced through the square with your red scarf flying behind you like a ribbon of fire against the cold. Every step pulled me deeper into the place where our story began, and I felt that bright, heavy ache of wonder rising again. A band near the fountain strummed bright rockabilly chords, and the rhythm shook loose 1,000 memories slamming against my ribs, until all I could do was let the music pull me forward. The lights overhead blinked
Crowd thickened around me as the square opened into a swirl of warm color and quick footsteps and voices rising in joy. I moved past the magnolia tree that somehow stayed alive even in winter, and the branches glittered with frost that looked like tiny diamonds scattering the glow of the land. As that was where we shared our first kiss, the one that stopped the world for a breath and rewired my heartbeat forever. I touched the bark as if it might whisper your name back to me, and that was when I saw a faint silhouette at the edge of the fountain. You stood beneath the halo of white lights, the snow catching in your hair and your eyes shining like you had seen this moment play out in dreams. My breath left me in a rush, and the world narrowed until nothing existed except the space between us. You stepped forward slowly, careful, as if afraid the night might shatter if you move too fast. And when our eyes met, everything I had buried came roaring back. You said you returned every Christmas, hoping the music would guide me home, and I told you it had been guiding me more than you knew. The band burst into a wild holiday rhythm, and the crowd erupted in laughter and cheers as though the whole square sensed what was happening. You reached for my hand, and as soon as our fingers touched, the warmth shot through me like sunrise breaking open. The music spun faster, and you pulled me close, and we started moving with the beat without even thinking our feet. Remembering the dance before our minds could catch up. Snow swirled around us in bright shimmering flurries, and people clapped in rhythm as if the entire city was celebrating the moment our story found its way back. Candlelight and Christmas hold us in this light. Candlelight and Christmas keep our hearts burning bright. And as the snow settled around us and the world faded into a warm winter hush, I knew our story had found its way home, and that this night will live inside us forever. Snow shimmered across North Star Avenue, as if the night itself were dusting the world in quiet silver. When I stepped out of the station and felt December hit my chest in a single warm spark. The city lights flickered like a heartbeat, waking up in every storefront window carried echoes of the life I used to know. Back when you and I followed every melody like it was a secret map. I walked slowly past the candy shop where you once painted sugar shapes on my wrist with your fingertip and told me that Christmas was not a season, but a feeling that knows exactly when to come back tonight. That feeling pulsed through the air like an invisible rhythm, calling me forward with every breath. Ooh, the band near the square was tuning up their guitars, crisp rockabilly chords, jumping through the speakers and shaking the frost from the lampposts. The sound hit me with the force of memory, because the same rhythm once carried us across the plaza when you twirled in your green velvet dress, laughing with the wind lifting your hair like a bright winter flame. The music swelled again, and something inside my chest kicked alive like a spark that I've been waiting all year for this moment. I could almost hear your voice in the quiet between notes, soft, warm, pulling me deeper into the night. North Star Christmas, take me where the light still knows her name. North Star Christmas, carry this beating heart through every fallen snowflake. If the sky is listening, let it hold this vow. I will find her before the midnight bells fade. North Star Christmas, keep ringing in my veins. I kept walking as the crowd grew, and the lights strung across the rooftop shifted from gold to ruby to bright winter white. Every shimmer felt like a clue, every reflection a sign, every breath a step closer to the truth I had been avoiding. I remember the way you used to tug my sleeve when
every breath in the night. Leaned in and listened, and then I saw you standing beneath the branches, still and radiant as if the lights were shining for you alone. Your gaze lifted and met mine, and everything inside me crashed and rose at the same time. The years between us folded like soft paper. The snow hung suspended in the air. The music dimmed into a single reverberating chord that wrapped around my ribs like destiny. You calling my name. You walked forward slowly, as if afraid the moment might vanish, and whispered that you came back every year, hoping the night would guide me home. My throat locked for a moment, and then I told you the night had been calling me for months, and I finally learned how to listen. The band exploded into a bright swinging riff, and the crowd erupted with cheers and laughter as we stepped toward each other. You reached for my hand, and the warmth of your touch shone through me like the first light of dawn. The rhythm lifted our feet before we even chose to move, and suddenly we were dancing with the music swirling around us like Christmas fire. You leaned your head back and laughed the same laugh that once made strangers turn just to feel a piece of its joy. The snow spun around us in glowing spirals, and the lights from the square painted your skin in soft gold and crimson. North Star Christmas, keep us in this glow. North Star Christmas, never let this moment go. If the world is watching, let it learn this truth, that love returns when the heart is finally brave enough to follow the music home. North Star Christmas, shine through every shadow we outgrew. We danced until the air blurred into color and sound and laughter, and then we simply stood holding each other in the middle of the glowing square as the music softened into a warm lullaby. You whispered that maybe this was the miracle we both needed, and I whispered that maybe the miracle had been waiting for us to arrive at the same place at the same time with the same hope. The bells began to ring across the rooftops, marking midnight with a gentle rise of silver sound, and the crowd fell quiet as if honoring something sacred. North Star Christmas, hold us in this light. Oh, North Star Christmas, keep our hearts burning bright. And as the snow settled softly across your shoulders, I knew that the night had finally come full circle, and that the love we lost had found its way home again. Snow was falling down the quiet street the night I saw your shadow spinning circles in the glow of every window light. And something in the moment pulled me closer like a secret meant to rise. I heard the sleigh bells ringing soft above the rhythm of your heartbeat, like a tiny spark that tells the winter sky to open wide. And I remember thinking, this is how a Christmas miracle begins, when no one else is looking and the world stands still for just a breath of time. You turned around and smiled like you had known my name forever, even though I was a stranger chasing songs across the town. You took my hand and said the season only feels alive when someone lets the music move them. And I swear the ground itself began to sway. The old rock band inside the diner struck a chord that shook the frost right off the windows, and the upright bass
across the avenue where garlands wrapped the rooftops, and the choir in the square was singing carols like a promise to believe. You whispered every story hides a memory that waits for someone brave enough to chase it. I had never felt so certain that the night was keeping score. The lamppost hummed with silver light, the stars felt closer than December ever lets them be, and every breath we shared was warm enough to melt the cold beneath our feet. But then the moment shifted and I saw your eyes go quiet like you feared the spell would break. I told you every dream is just a step away when someone dares to name it, and the only thing that fades is what we never choose to hold. You leaned into my shoulder and the bells began to flutter like the sky was beating wings around us. I felt the story rise again. Hold on to me till the snow comes down. Hold on to me, this is our hometown. Every little heartbeat in this Christmas crowd is calling out for something true, and I can hear it now. Hold on to me, we can spin around. Hold on to me, love is breaking ground. Every little echo in this winter sound is telling us the magic always finds a way somehow. Then the music in the diner spilled onto the sidewalk, and the band was shaking joy across the street. The guitar flashed bright and every chord was bursting like a firework of rhythm in the chilled midnight air. We danced without a reason other than the truth that seasons change, but wonder stays when someone lets it breathe. Your laughter rose above the melody, and every person passing seemed to feel the rising wave, as if the night itself was turning toward the sound. We spun until the world became a blur of lights and glitter. The choir faded softly and the avenue grew quiet, but your voice kept ringing through the hush. You said the year will end, but this moment will not. I told you nothing ends when it becomes a story, and yours had already wrapped around mine like ribbons around a dream. The snow kept falling steady as an old familiar drum beat, and I knew we were not just part of the night. We were the reason it had come alive. Hold on to me till the snow comes down. Hold on to me, this is our hometown. Every little heartbeat in this Christmas crowd is calling out for something true, and I can hear it now. Hold on to me, we can spin around. Hold on to me, love is breaking ground. Every little echo in this winter sound is telling us the magic always finds a way somehow. And when the morning found us tracing footprints back along the silver-coated street, the whole world seemed to shimmer with the echo of the night before. You pressed your hand in mine and said the music still remembers us. I answered softly that the story will return each year when winter calls our names and every bell will ring. The truth we learn beneath the falling sky. Christmas begins again wherever we decide to believe. Snow was falling on the quiet little town when I first saw your shadow dancing by the window, and every light on Main Street flickered like it already knew. Our story was about to start. The choir was warming up inside the old church, and bells were ringing out of tune, but somehow perfectly aligned with the shaking of my hands. I kept replaying the moment I almost told you last December, but held it back, afraid that magic like this could break if spoken too loud. This year I promised myself I would not run from the feeling that kept following me like footsteps in fresh snow. Take me back to the night when the world finally felt warm again, when you laughed at the sky like a holiday lantern, and every echo of your voice wrapped around me like a ribbon. I keep singing your name like a spark in the choose tonight. I thought I lost you to time, the way old songs fade on dusty vinyl shelves. But then I heard your voice behind me, soft and trembling, saying you were waiting for me too. Snow kept falling like applause from the heavens, as if the stars themselves were rooting for us. You reached for my hands, and every second felt like a lifetime, returning to where it belonged. The world around us slowed into a glowing hush, and all I could think was, do not let this go again. Take me back to the night when the world finally felt warm again, when your laugh lit the sky like a holiday lantern, and every echo of your voice wrapped around me like a ribbon. I keep singing your name like a spark in the dark, hoping you hear it calling you home. If Christmas means believing in miracles, then you are the one miracle I choose tonight. You are the one miracle I choose tonight. You are the one miracle I choose tonight. First snow fell like tiny lights from the sky, and the town glowed in warm golden strings that seemed to hum the old rockabilly tune from the festival stage. I walked down Main Street, breathing in the crisp winter air, and every step pulled me deeper into memories I thought I had buried. I told myself I was only here for the Christmas fair, for the music and lights, but my chest ached with the truth I had been avoiding. I was searching for you. I passed the bakery where we used to steal cinnamon rolls and laugh until our cheeks hurt. The scent of sugar and pine wrapped around me and carried me back to nights we promised each other forever, without knowing how fragile time could be. I remember the last December when we stood under the town wreath, your eyes wide with hope, and I froze. I could not say what I felt, and you walked away, leaving a silence colder than winter itself. Tonight every flicker of light felt like an echo of that night, and I knew I had to make it right. Come back to the firelight, baby, come back and let me hold you near. Your name keeps ringing through the snow like a song that will not fade. If Christmas is about second chances, then hear my heart tonight. Come back, I am ready to love you like I should have been. The carousel spun and the crowd cheered, warm laughter rolling through the frosty night. Guitars twanged, drums tapped, and the stand-up bass thumped like a heartbeat I knew by memory. And there you were by the big spruce tree, your scarf wrapped tight, eyes catching the light like a star that had been waiting for me. My breath froze and melted all at once, and suddenly time stopped until only your face mattered. I realized the holiday magic was not in the lights or the music, it was in this moment finally found. Come back to the firelight, baby, come back and let me hold you near. Your name keeps ringing through the snow like a song that will not fade. If Christmas is about second chances, then hear my heart tonight. Come back, I am ready to love you like I should have been. I stepped closer and snowflakes danced around us like sparks from an unseen flame. You looked at me and said you wondered if I would ever return, or if the past would stay frozen between us. My voice trembled as I said I had thought about you every day, and that leaving was the biggest mistake I ever made. I told you I loved you and that I was not running anymore. Then I carried my words to you, soft but real, and your hand met mine with the warmth I had longed for. Finally we were here together, letting the silence become gentle instead of cruel. Come back to the firelight, baby, come back and let me hold you near. Your name keeps ringing through the snow like a song that will not fade. If Christmas is about second chances, then hear my heart tonight. Come back, I'm yours tonight and every night after. The band struck the final chord and the crowd erupted, but all I heard was your heartbeat in my hand. The tree lights flickered gold and red and green, reflecting a future we could finally claim. I whispered that I was staying, not just for tonight, but for every morning after. You smiled slow and steady and leaned into me. Snowflakes brushed our cheeks, the lights above promised we would not let go. The night wrapped around us, music and laughter blending with hope, and I realized home was not a place. It was this moment with you. Come back to the firelight, baby, come back and let me hold you near. Your name keeps ringing through the snow like a song that will not fade. If Christmas is about second chances, then hear my heart tonight. Come back, I am yours tonight and every night after. The night cracked open with a sparkle as I stepped onto Harbor Street, where Christmas lights swayed like they were breathing in rhythm with the city. A warm breeze of cinnamon and old jukebox vinyl wrapped around me, and every sound felt like a memory trying to break out of the dark. I could almost hear you humming that wild little rockabilly Christmas tune, the one that made the whole block dance. Even in the cold, I followed the glow of the candy cane archway where we once carved our names into the frost and promised that no winter could freeze a fire like ours. The air shimmered with something half magic, half heartbreak, and as the snow started drifting down like soft applause, I realized this night might be carrying me straight back into the story I tried to outrun. Oh, red ribbon Christmas, take me where you shine the brightest. Red ribbon Christmas, pull me back to what I miss. If the stars are listening, let them echo this promise. I will find her in the glow, no matter how far she drifts. Red ribbon Christmas, ringing in my chest like this. Oh, red ribbon Christmas. I kept walking past the peppermint stalls where the band was tuning guitars to a heartbeat tempo sharp, quick, alive. The rhythm shook the sidewalk and sent sparks up my spine, because that same rhythm once lifted your feet off the ground when you spun in your red ribbon skirt, laughing like you were born from starlight. The night carried your name in flashes, echo in the brass, and a whisper in the snow, and every step dragged me deeper into the gravity of what we left undone. I remembered how you said Christmas is a doorway, and some doors only open once a year. So if you want a miracle, you better be ready to run toward it with your whole soul. Tonight I felt myself running inside, even when my feet stood still. Oh, red ribbon Christmas, take me where you shine the brightest. Red ribbon Christmas, pull me
ringing in my chest like this. Oh, yeah. Then I saw you, a silhouette framed by the golden flare of the old movie theater marquee, standing like you had always belonged to the glow. My breath stuttered because your posture, your quiet stillness, your spark were exactly the same as the night we kissed beneath the trembling lights. You turned slowly as if the world might break if you moved too fast, and when your gaze met mine, the noise around us melted into a soft blur. Every bell stopped ringing, every song became a single note, and in that one suspended heartbeat, the years between us folded like paper. You said you thought the music might guide me back, and I answered that it had been guiding me every day since the crowd behind us erupted into cheers as the band kicked into a roaring rockabilly sleigh ride, and suddenly the night felt alive enough to rewrite anything. You stepped toward me with that familiar half smile, the one that always made me feel like Christmas was happening in my bones. Your hands found mine and the warmth hit so fast, I thought the snow might melt me. A bright, unstoppable wave, and we let it carry us around the square, spinning, laughing, remembering, rediscovering everything we thought we lost. The snow swirled around us in silver spirals, and people clapped to the beat. But all I saw was your eyes reflecting the neon and the stars in the same breath. You told me you came back because some stories refuse to end until they find their way home, and I whispered, every mile I walked tonight was leading me to this exact place. Ooh, the lights flickered red, gold, white, and the city felt like it was holding its breath for us. Red ribbon Christmas, hold us tight tonight. Red ribbon Christmas, keep our hearts burning bright. If tomorrow tries to dim us, let the world remember this light. Red ribbon Christmas for us shining through the night. And as the final chord from the band rang out across the snowy rooftops, you leaned into me and the whole world softened like a secret finally spoken. We stood there in the middle of Harbor Street, wrapped in glowing snow and heartbeat drums, knowing without doubt that the miracle had already happened. That Christmas had returned not to the past but to the future we were finally ready to claim. Red ribbon Christmas, forever in our glow. Forever letting our love grow. Like it was holding its breath, waiting for something impossible to happen. Snow drifted slowly through beams of warm golden lights, and the air buzzed with the vintage crackle of rockabilly guitars echoing from the stage on the far end of Main Street. I walked through crowds wrapped in scarves and warm laughter, and every step felt like walking deeper into a memory. I had spent a year trying to forget. I pretended I was only here for the fair rides and the music, but my heart pulsed with the truth. I was hoping you might still be part of this place, part of this season, part of the story. I was too afraid to finish. Carousel spun in bright circles, and its reflection glowed on the icy ground, just
like it used to. The nights we stayed out past curfew, daring each other to dream bigger than we knew how. I wandered past a hot chocolate stand where steam curled into the air like a soft ribbon, and in the smell took me straight back to the winter. You let me warm my hands inside yours. Every corner whispered something we left undone. I kept hearing your voice in the crunch of footsteps and the jingle of bells, a shadow I could not shake last year under the lights. You asked what I felt for you, and I tried to be brave, but fear wrapped around my throat and I said nothing. You walked away with frost in your eyes. I never forgave myself for that. And hold me close to the firelight, baby, hold me close before the moment slips away. Your name keeps echoing through December like a song meant to be replayed. If Christmas means choosing the truth over the fear, then hear mine now. Hold me close, hold me close. I am ready to say everything I could not then. I reached the center of the fair where dancers twirled in bright red skirts, and a stand-up bass thumped through the cold air like a heartbeat. I recognized families cheered, couples spun under strings of warm lights, and the whole world felt like a movie scene glowing with hope. And then through the swirl of lights and movement, I saw you standing by the tall spruce tree, wrapped in a coat I used to tug at jokingly. You were watching the crowd quietly, the way you always did, letting the world rush around while you stayed steady and bright. My breath caught in the noise around me, softened into a gentle hum. It felt like the universe had turned every spotlight toward you. Hold me close to the firelight, baby, hold me close before the moment slips away. Your name keeps echoing through December like a song meant to be replayed. If Christmas means choosing the truth over the fear, then hear mine now. Hold me close, hold me close. I'm ready to say everything I could not then. I walked toward you slowly, feeling the snow fall harder, as if trying to freeze the moment in time. You noticed me, and your eyes softened in a way that dissolved every wall I had built. You said you did not know if I would ever come back, or if the unanswered question from last winter would stay unanswered forever. My voice cracked as I told you I had been carrying that moment every day, and that I was done running from the truth. I told you I loved you in the simplest, clearest way I knew how, letting the confession rise like warm breath into the cold night. You stood still for a heartbeat, then stepped closer and whispered that you had waited for those words longer than you ever admitted. Hold me close to the firelight, baby, hold me close before the moment slips away. Your name keeps echoing through December like a song meant to be replayed. If Christmas means choosing the truth over the fear, then hear mine now. Hold me close, hold me close. I am ready to say everything I could not then. The band hit its final note and the fair shimmered in applause, but none of it mattered compared to your hand folding into mine. Lights blinked across the snow and the world felt new again, like the first snowfall of the year. I told you I was here, not just for tonight, but for every tomorrow waiting beyond the winter. You smiled slow and steady, and everything inside me settled into place. Snowflakes brushed our cheeks and the lights above flickered like a promise we were finally brave enough to keep. This is our new beginning, one worth telling, one worth singing for years to come. Hold me close to the firelight, baby, hold me close before the moment slips away. sleigh bells were shaking like my heartbeat. The night I came back to the hometown I once swore I had outgrown. Snow curled around the street lamps in slow spirals, as if the whole sky were rehearsing a dance meant only for us. Every storefront glowed with warm light and red ribbons and old rockabilly tunes on crackling speakers. I kept telling myself I was here for the holiday festival, but the truth pulsed louder than the music. I came back because I never stopped replaying that last December when you stood under the town tree waiting for an answer I was too afraid to give. The diner was still open and the windows were fogged with memories of late nights and milkshakes, and the two of us laughing like eternity long. To kids with no plans, I pushed the door and the bell chimed, the same familiar note that used to make you look over and smile. You were not there, but the ghost of your silhouette moved the room. Every time a couple leaned close to share a slice of pie, sat at our old booth and the vinyl seat sighed like it remembered us. And suddenly the whole year fell away. I could almost hear your voice low and soft saying Christmas is the only time the world tells the truth. Bring me back to the bright lights, baby, bring me back to the moment everything felt possible. Your name keeps ringing like a carol in my mind, and I cannot quiet it down. I keep hoping you can feel it, calling you the same way the season calls me home. If Christmas is about faith, then I am putting all of mine in you tonight. Bring me back, bring me back, bring me back to you. The festival was starting up with guitars, sleigh bells, and a boom, and stand-up bass rolling like thunder through the snow. Kids dashed past dragons, sparkly sleds, and couples swirled in circles to the rhythm of a holiday tune that shook my nerves awake. I scanned the crowd and the world blurred into streaks of color until one face came into focus, yours. You were standing by the tree wearing that coat you loved, the one with pockets deep enough to hide stories you never told. My breath froze in the air and everything went silent except for the rush of my own pulse. I thought I imagined you until you turned and your eyes caught my mind like a sudden spotlight. Bring me back to the bright lights, baby, bring me back to the moment everything felt possible. Your name keeps ringing like a carol in my mind, and I cannot quiet it down. I keep hoping you to feel it, calling you the same way the season calls me home. If Christmas is about faith, then I am putting all of mine in you tonight. Bring me back, bring me back, bring me back to you. You stepped closer and the music swelled behind us like the world knew this was the scene it had been waiting to score. You said you wondered if I would ever return, or if December would always feel like a story with the last page missing. I told you the truth, finally, that leaving was a mistake, and every mile I traveled only carried your voice along with me. Snow drifted down in shimmering waves, catching the lights of carnival rides and casting them across your cheeks like constellations. For a moment we were suspended between all the versions of us that almost were. Then slowly, with a breath that shook the cold from my chest, you reached for my hand. Bring me back to the bright lights, babe, bring me back to the moment everything felt possible. Your name keeps ringing like a carol in my mind, and I cannot quiet it down. I keep hoping you feel it, calling you the same way the season calls me home. If Christmas is about faith, then I am putting all of mine in you tonight. Bring me back, bring me back, bring me back to you. The band struck a final chord and the crowd burst into cheers, but all I heard was the whisper of your fingers tightening around mine, as if this time you were not letting go. The town tree flickered and the whole square shimmered with a golden glow, and suddenly the cold did not matter. I leaned close and told you I was ready to stay, not just for the holiday, but for every quiet day. After you smiled, the kind of smile that saves people, and the whole world tilted into perfect alignment. This is our new beginning, wrapped in lights and music, and the promise that we will not run from the truth again. Tonight we rewrite the ending. Tonight we make a Christmas story worth singing forever. edge of our town as the street lights flickered like old movie frames, and I walked alone through the quiet December air, chasing the echo of a memory I could almost touch. They say Christmas finds you wherever your heart has been hiding, and tonight I felt it tugging at the corner of a story I never finished telling. I kept hearing the same line in my mind like a broken record. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home tonight. It kept looping with a rhythm that pulled me forward like the pulse of a warm old jukebox humming under the cold. I saw the diner glowing red and gold like a tiny miracle, and inside the windows fogged with laughter I caught a reflection of who I used to be before time moved too fast for my own courage. The bell above the door chimed as I stepped inside, and for a moment it felt like the world rewound to a simpler scene. A rockabilly guitar twanged through the speakers, and the melody rolled like a sleigh on a frozen road. And suddenly every heartbeat felt like percussion. I kept hearing, please come home for Christmas. Please come home tonight. In the choral hum of strangers singing along, I took a seat and ordered coffee I did not need, just to slow down my racing thoughts. In the booth across the room, a family passed around a paper crown, and the smallest kid laughed with such wild sincerity that it cracked something open in me. That sound was pure December magic, and it stirred the hope I thought I had let go for good. I whispered that hook again, please come home for Christmas. Please come home tonight. And it began to sound less like a plea and more like a promise. The waitress placed a candy cane next to my cup and told me someone had paid for my drink with a note that read, keep believing. My hands shook as I turned the note over, hoping for a signature and finding none. But there was a tiny star drawn in ink, and I knew exactly whose symbol that was. Years ago we carved matching stars into an old guitar pick to remind ourselves that no matter how far we drifted, we would always find the same sky again. If she was here somewhere in this town, then maybe the story had one more verse waiting. I stepped back outside, and the snowstorm had begun to swirl like confetti, as if the night itself wanted to escort me to the next chapter. The church bells rang midnight across the rooftops, and each chime carried the same melodic pull. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home tonight. Like the night was singing it back to me, I followed the sound down the main street where Christmas lights shimmered across the windows and children left tracks of joy in the snow. At the old bridge I found her silhouette framed by the river glow, her hands tucked into the pockets of her winter coat. She turned as if she had been waiting for her cue, and her smile hit me like a chorus bursting open at the climax of a song. I walked toward her, rehearsing all the apologies, all the words, but she shook her head and said, your note said everything. I told her there was no note, and she laughed softly like she already knew. She stepped closer and whispered that she had left it for me hours earlier, hoping I would follow the music home. And then the melody rose again in both our voices. Please come home for Christmas. Please come home tonight. And it felt like a refrain written long before we ever learned each other's names. She reached for my hand and the world tilted into place like the final chord, resolving in a Christmas ballad you never want to end. As we walked back toward town with the lights glowing brighter, the rhythm of our steps found the groove of a tiny sparks the night I return to the town I once called mine. And the moment my boots touch the old sidewalk, I feel the rhythm of December waking up under my feet. The diner windows glow with that warm amber light, and the familiar hum of a rockabilly Christmas tune leaks through the door like a promise from another lifetime. I push it open and everything hits me at once. The smell of cinnamon, the chatter of neighbors, and you sitting in the corner booth with that same radiant smile. I tried and failed to forget your laugh cuts through the noise like a bell ring across a frozen lake. And suddenly all the years I spent running fall apart like fragile ornaments in my hands. You turn, our eyes meet, and the whole place brightens as if the season itself inhales. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every light in this town feels brighter when I see you. Baby, it is Christmas again, and the music pulls my heart in two. Every melody brings me closer to the truth. I keep falling back to you. You stand as if your body remembers the shape of my name before your mouth forms a sound. You say you came back, and the words wrap around me like warm blankets after a long winter. I try to hide out badly, I want this moment to last, but the tremble in my voice gives me away. You step closer and the world softens. The jukebox switches to a faster rhythm, and the floor vibrates like a heartbeat set free. I wanna speak the apologies I've rehearsed 100 times in distant cities, but all I manage is you look like Christmas morning. You laugh and the sound sends a ripple through my chest that feels like coming home. Snowflakes cling to your coat as if they are trying to keep you from slipping away again. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every step I took alone was leading back to what I knew. Baby, it is Christmas again, and the truth is shining through. Every wish I never made is standing here with you. I keep falling back to you. We walk outside into the chill where the town square glows with strings of colored lights swaying like living stars. A small band gathers near the decorated tree, playing a playful twist on an old classic, and you grab my hands before I even think to move. We dance in uneven circles on the snow-packed ground, spinning past families and kids and older folks cheering us on like we are the main characters in a holiday movie that everyone secretly hoped would end this way. Your cheeks flush pink and your smile grows so wide, I feel something inside me unlock. For a moment, the world is nothing but music and breathe, and the warmth of your fingers gripping mine with a certainty I never knew I needed. Then you lean close and whisper, I wanted this every single winter, and suddenly the night becomes a story I never want to stop telling. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every dream I chased alone feels small beside this view. Baby, it is Christmas again, and your voice is breaking through. Every carol in the air sounds sweeter next to you. I keep falling back to you. We wander down the quiet street as the crowd fades behind us. Houses shimmer with soft candlelight, and wreaths sway gently in the calm wind. You tell me about the moments I missed, and I share the reasons I left and the deeper reasons I came back. When we reach your porch, everything inside me settles. You turn to me with that steady look that always saw through my bravado and say, stay this time. And for the first time in years, I know exactly what I want. Snow gathers in your hair until you look like the spirit of every winter dream I ever denied. I take your hands and whisper, I am home, and the night becomes brighter than any star above us. Baby, it is Christmas again, and I keep falling back to you. Every path that brought me here feels right because it is you. Baby, it is Christmas again, and forever summer like a memory that refused to fade. Snow drifted in slow glowing spirals, and every storefront window flickered with warm Christmas lights. Humming to an old rockabilly beat, I felt the music before I even heard it. The pulse of guitars and upright bass rolling down Main Street like a heartbeat I used to call home. I told myself this holiday trip was just a short visit, but my chest tightened in the moment I saw the town tree shining at the end of the block. I knew exactly why I'd come back. I had unfinished words and all of them belonged to you. I walked past the old movie theater where we spent half our winter sharing popcorn and dreams we thought would last forever. The marquee still buzzed with that familiar glow, and for a second I could almost see us inside. Feet tangled, coats touching shoulders, brushing as if we were learning how to fit into each other's lives. The cold bit at my hands, but the air carried a hint of peppermint and cinnamon, the same scent that clung to your hair every December. I kept remembering the night you waited for me under the wreath archway, your breath rising in pale ribbons as you asked what we were. I panicked and said I didn't know. You walked away quietly. I never recovered from the sound of that silence. Bring the lights back, baby, bring the lights back, and let me see your face again. Your name keeps ringing in my head like a holiday chorus I cannot shake. Every step I take tonight feels like walking toward the truth I should have spoken then. If Christmas is the season for mending what we broke, let me